Hello and welcome to the Kindred Essence Tarot, which has pick a card readings on subjects like astrology, karma, aliens, cats, trauma, narcissists, healing from narcissistic abuse, emotional healing, past lives, and a lot of other subjects. This is a yes or no reading. So formulate a question and look at the 5 piles to determine which is the answer to your question. And you may also want to check out, I created a playlist, so just look in the playlist section of this channel called Yes and No Readings. It's called, yeah, it's Yes and No Readings, or Yes and No. And you may find some other if like different readings that may be appropriate to your question as well. So that's in the playlist section of the channel. But let's get started with pile number 1. So hello, pile number 1 for the yes or no reading. We've got the the 9 of Swords, which I like to call it the worry card because it involves interesting. And then the 7 of Swords and the Empress. Interesting. So this is a very sort of poignant reading. Like it's because we've got the word. There's a lot of emotional. I'm first drawn to very much the emotional um, issues around it, which is a lot of worry. So you feel that this situation or this person or this question, whatever it is stealing a lot of your emotional energy through worry. So it's I just get a very bad feeling in regards to worry, and that's the first thing I'm being drawn to. And I heard the words, you have to decide if this is worth it, if the worry and the kind of worry it seems to be taking from you is worth it. And the Empress is in reverse, so I get the sense that this is taking, like, it's sort of it's very much tied up to this worry energy. And that, okay, what I'm getting is, okay, number one, it may be hard because of this energy to bring this into completion. So I'm not getting a particular percentage for this particular pile of yes or no. I'm getting a sense that it's just this energy is making it very difficult to bring this particular whatever it is to completion. And I'm hearing you have to decide if it's worth it. I hear you have to go within and decide if the worry is worth it. And I also hear you have to also see what the worry, and that it's, the emotional worry that's stealing your peace of mind. You have to kind of figure out what is actually connected to the situation and actually warranted by the situation, and what is not connected to the situation. So this pile, I'll see if I can get a yes, a definite, or more of a definite yes or no. And I'm hearing it could be a yes, but it's tied very much to the emotional energy that's behind it. I hear it could be a yes, but it I just keep on being drawn to that you need to face the emotional energy and see what aspects of the emotional energy is connected to this particular situation, and if it is warranted, if it is worth it for you. Um, and I hear him saying, yeah, it could be a yes, like, but it's because of your energy behind it. And I hear in some cases it's entirely your energy. I hear that's making it difficult to bring this to completion. That's what I'm hearing. And that's in some cases. It's your energy that is making it very difficult to make this into yes. Because the Empress is about birthing, she's the major arcana. It's about birthing something into its reality. So it's reversed here. So it's like you're having trouble birthing this into reality. And I hear, yes, in some cases, I hear like 80 something percentage, it's difficult that this your mindset is making it difficult to bring this into reality. And in the cases of the no, if it is a no, it's because it's just not worth it. the emotional energy behind, like, even if you were to get it, it's just like I hear it's almost being an uphill battle with the emotional energy that it's causing. And because of that, you may decide that birthing this into this reality, like the member who's birthing something into the reality, is just not worth it. So yeah, that's what I get for pile number one. I hope you enjoyed that. Now it is time for pile number two. Let's see what we get for pile number two. We've got interesting, Connolly Tarot. That showed up before I got it, but we'll just work with that. So that's a trumpet. It's not really a tarot card per se, but it was in the deck, but we'll work with it. Um, let's see, we've got the Fool and the Four of Swords in reverse, rest in reverse. So let's see. Let me see what I get from this. So it sounds I'm getting different threads from this pile, and I'm hearing one of the things I'm hearing is that you really want this to be a yes, to sort of snap you out of some sort of state, like sort of arrest your, or someone else feels that way. It's like you want this to be a yes, um, because you think it will snap you out of the state and create a new beginning for you. And I hear, yes, it could be a new beginning, and it could be a yes, but you have to step into your power in the right way. And you will know what that means. You like that will trigger something inside of you that will know what that means to you. But you have to step into your power in the right way. And I hear there's a right way and a wrong way to step into your power to start this new journey. And I hear if you step into this the right way, yes, it could be a yes. And what else am I hearing? And I hear for, in some cases, there may be more rest needed before you move forward on this journey. Or not exactly more rest, um, but more like kind of going inwards, going like, because the Four of Swords reverse can, it means like kind of going inwards, like going inwards, inward. And I see once you've set the bedrock for this, it could be a yes. But you have to, I keep on hearing, you have to do about this the right way. You have to step into your power, not in a foolish way, and not in a sort of, what's the, yeah, not the, it's not the word I'm looking for, kind of like, not in an extreme way, like not in a, not too extreme, not too not extreme. Like sort of finding a balance point between that. And for some, you have to go within to sort of set a better bedrock for this. And sort of figure, I hear in some cases hearing if this is what you want, but also just preparing your subconscious mind, I hear, to go about this in a more, like just a more wise way, I hear. Like, and stepping, and I hear that when you're going about this in a wise way, you will know it, and the journey will be very clear. Like it's about something that in some cases, yeah, you have to like go to reorganize within yourself and kind of go within psychology with the Four of Swords, and then just go within, move forward in a more flowy way. And I hear, just ask your guides before you go to sleep sometimes, like maybe ask, can I have a dream that will help me move forward in the situation in a more flowy way, and maybe in the morning, like have a pen and paper by your bed, write down, like go to sleep, ask for protection as you go to sleep, that no, that's a good thing to do, like a bubble of love, like of a color around you that protects you, and ask that you go into a peaceful knowing place in the dream world, and you will get your answer. And then when you wake up, you will write down what that is, and you will know about how to go about this in a more wise way, I hear. So, yeah, just a little bit of tweaks to this, to your inner mindset, helping you go in a wise way, going to sleep, in a peaceful state, protection, going to get your information, waking them up in the morning, writing that down, and then you should be able to make this a yes and move forward in a more wise way. That's what I hear for pile number 2. All right, now it is time for pile number 3. Let's see what we get for pile number 3. Okay, 8 of Swords, interesting. The Hermit in reverse, interesting. Oh, interesting. Pile number 3. I'm going to get, okay, let's see. I'm going to tune into this pile. I'm getting a mostly no for this pile, but I'm also hearing it's not as bad as it seems at this point, and you are not as trapped as you seem um, at this point. Because I hear the sense that you hear, I heard the words, you feel very, very, very trapped by this particular situation of which you're inquiring. And I'm hearing, to get out of this mindset of being trapped, you may need to go within and see, accept that if it is the end, it's not the end of the world. I hear, accept if it is at the end, it's not the end of the world. Let's see, why is it not the end of the world? Let's see what wisdom the hermit wants to, or that this card spread wants to give to us. It is not the end of the world because the situation, even if it's a no, even if it tends towards a no, the energy of this pile, it will create. I see a path, an image of a path. Walking away from this situation fully will create a path of which you can go to a place that you've never gone before, which is so much better than the energy that you're in now. That's what I hear, like going within. And let's see what other perspectives that can get you on this path into another direction that's probably most likely away from this situation. It seems to tend towards a no. Not in all cases, but that's just the overall energy I get is energy towards no. But let's see. I see, don't be afraid to try new avenues, new paths, new perspectives, new I hear new careers too. That's what came up too. New careers. Don't be afraid to do that. I hear that the freedom is always on the other side of fear. That's what I hear. Freedom on the other side of fear. And I hear for this pile, they're saying in 10% of cases this may be a yes. And when it is a yes, okay, I'm hearing it now. When it is a yes, and it's mostly a no, this pile, like the overall energy is a no, but when it's in the yes for 10% of the cases I hear. So 90% no, 10% yes, I'm getting with this pile. But when it is a no, or when it is a yes, it is because the situation has been completely decimated in a way in which the bedrock for something new can completely flourish. I hear, but it has to be the bedrock of this. I see almost like a nuclear bomb destroying, or absolutely needs to, in that way, needs to decimate this situation. And once that happens, then they could have the bedrock for something new. That's what I hear. But for it to be a no, they're stressing that, okay, it has to be completely, and you'll know what that is. You'll know when you feel that sense of it's been completely eradicated, and you know that the energy of this allows for something more. But mostly it doesn't. Mostly it feels like a walkaway situation, like something of which you have to move to the fear. And I hear that when it is a walkaway situation, yes, it's extremely, I hear extremely depressive for you. You feel that feeling within. Extremely, I hear, yeah, very depressed, but also a little bit trapped. But some may feel even more depressed. But or for others, it's like a connection of depressed connect with trappedness. But I hear to get out of the situation when it is a no is one of the best things that you will ever do. And I see a valley, walking down a valley, and you will get to something that is so much more brighter, something more aware. I get the image of, I keep on hearing the Avatar movie, like the beautiful brightness of the Avatar movie. I also see a valley, a very beautiful lit up valley. So in most cases, leaving this situation and saying no to it will lead to that. But in the rare cases that it's a yes, it will require an entire decimation in a way that you know that the situation that can go on or proceed from a completely decimated of the energy behind it, like, the whole energy of it that has led up to this can be completely gone to lead to something else. Okay, so that's what we get for pile number 3. I hope that makes sense to you. And now it is time for pile number 4. So hello, pile number 4. We got interesting. The 10 of Pentacles. The interesting 10 of, oh, interesting. Two 10 arcana. 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups in reverse, and 4 of Cups. And I first heard the word someone is bored, and it could be you or someone else, but it's like there's a sense of kind of boredom and stagnancy for the situation. Um, and I hear someone may want you. You may be pressured by someone to make this be made this a certain way, and you're just kind of wondering in your head, how much do I want this, and how much is the person pressuring me to create this? There's almost a sense of a pressure to make this look like the outside, like make this look a certain way, either by you or someone else. It's like kind of like, and I get a sense of like not knowing what, it's like this murky feeling of not knowing what is clear in the situation and what is not. And there's a sense of just stagnancy and almost boredom for somebody in the situation. And it's sort of like, and I hear the words, how do you even put the situation together when it is not coming from a place of truth? And so many people have different distorted perspectives about it, and so many people they want to kind of delude themselves. And I'm not saying it's you, it could be somebody else, but they want to delude themselves into thinking, oh, this is the way things are, or it will be perfect this way. it'll be it'll be absolutely, perfect if it maybe looks this way. And I also hear, oh, it looks that way, what's the problem? Because everything looks this way, right, in the situation. So I hear that someone, either you or someone else, needs to be clear about what truly makes them happy. And because I just get this very murky situation, murky energy from this situation. Now let's see if I can get an energy if this is yes or no. And I see it tends very tentatively towards yes. I hear 65% yes, but there's just a lot of murkiness that needs to be unclogged. I heard the word unclogged, and I hear this image of I saw this image of a, what do you call it, like a faucet being unclogged. I hear there's a lot of unclogging that needs to be good here, and there needs to be a lot of clarifying about how things look in regards to how much things actually are. And also in regards to, I hear somebody breathing down your neck, saying, well, you got to make it this way, you got to make it this way. I hear somebody just pressuring you. And I hear also someone is very bored in this situation. But I hear there needs to be great clarity in this situation about how things look in regards to how they are and how you feel about that. Like there's just this murky around how things look, how they are, and people's feelings. Like those three things are very muddled up. And I hear that it relates to other people. So it's like several people have to sort of unclog their perspectives, not just you. So those can be really sticky situations, because when you require, I mean, it's hard enough to sort of, deal with their own stuff. But when it requires one or two or even more people to sort of ameliorate, so to speak, their perspectives, it's just I just see a lot of cooks in the kitchen in this particular one with different perspectives, different distortions. No one's on the same page. Someone's bored. You know, some people have different ideas about how things should be, how things are, how things look, and nobody really knows what the actual like how to even get through the murkiness of the situation. So I see that there is a chance, kind of 60-65% of unclogging this, but there really has to involve a big unclogging. I hear a cycle, and I hear that well, you're the only one who has control of yourself, and that is what controls the outward reality. So I hear unclog your own drain. Not yeah. Trying to convey the information I'm getting in the most clear terms, but unclog your drain, your own drain, in regards to its perspective, your own sort of piece of the pie in regards to this. And then it could be a yes. Other people could follow suit, and there could be clarity gained from the situation by figuring out, okay, what's really important in this situation, what's the truth of it. It's not really about how it looks, but it's about, okay, what's the truth of it, and let's get the muddied perspective out of it. So I hear you could be the leader, and it could go in a good direction, but I'm hearing, okay, when it goes into a bad direction, it's like, I hear if it goes in a bad direction, it's like no one will truly get on the same page. There's just such a murkiness, and that. So this is for 40% no. And in the cases that it's no, it's like no one will really get on the same page. There's too many distorted perspectives. There's too many unclogged drains. There's too many distorted perspectives and beliefs about how things should be, how they look, and just confusion, just a sense of overall muddied confusion. I hear in there's some cases, like 40% of the cases, people who pick this pile, there's just no hope of getting all those energies aligned in the right direction. There's just too many disparate energies. But in some there could be, and in some, in 60% of the cases, 65% of the cases, it's like if you, like, you may be the leader who makes this right in the direction, but or in the right direction. But I hear, don't beat yourself up if you can't do this. Don't beat for yourself up if you can't get everything in the right direction. It's a hard, sticky, confusing, distorted situation. I hear. So yeah, don't beat yourself up is what I hear. So that's all we get for pile number 4. Now it is time for pile number 5. For pile number 5, we've got 5 of Cups, the Hierophant, and Ace of Pentacles. It's an interesting energy. Let me see what I get from it. Immediately I got the Hierophant should be reversed, so I'm going to do that and see what I get with that. Okay. So the Hierophant is very much about traditional structures. It could be, university, like somebody marrying people, somebody, you know, like a pillar of the community here. And there's a sense, okay, we've got the 5 of Cups. And that's a very disappointed feeling. And I hear you don't necessarily have to feel this way. I hear, like, it could be a yes. But there may be I saw this image, okay, I'm seeing an image of it, for some who's picking the pile, it's like a circuitous route to the yes. Like the Ace of Pentacles is the ultimate yes card, right? Ace of Pentacles, there's 4 pentacles, 4 different pentacle suits. And the pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, they generally indicate yes. So I'm hearing that this could be a yes. Like for some, don't be disappointed. You may feel very disappointed about the situation, disappointed in sort of trying to get societal structures, or some sort of, I'm hearing family structures, or some sort of a family structure you've created with something, I'm hearing some sort of structure you've created with somebody that would be sort of connected to like other family members, a community, society in general. Some people might see it that way. And I'm hearing, yes, you may feel disappointed, but I hear it's, okay, let's get a percentage, 72% yes is what I heard. So, 72% yes. So, it's, but I hear that it like, I hear the route to get to the yes may be different than what you think. And I hear that part of the issue with this is sort of the sense of absolute disappointment that you feel right now. And I'm hearing that to move forward to this yes, you may need to, I'm hearing, go a different route. Either a mental pathway route, in like in your mind a different route, or something that sort of goes about things in a different way. And I keep on hearing releasing the painful disappointment you feel that things haven't worked out exactly as you thought. I hear like, because I mean we all like things to turn out exactly, and I'm hearing it could be a yes, but in some cases not exactly as you thought, and in other cases a different route to get to this. And it's like, and I hear in some cases, okay, and then I'm getting to the Hierophant, there could be a person that sort of is obstructing you, and you're kind of, I see this person kind of going at battle, and okay, I'm seeing it now. For some cases, it's sort of like you feel like you're trying to get to this Ace of Pentacles, which is the yes, but you keep on running to somebody who has like what you might deem a distorted perspective, and you keep on running into them and thinking, okay, why aren't they changing their perspective? Why aren't they changing their perspective? Why aren't they changing their perspective? And it's sort of like, I hear in some cases you may have to bend your bend your thinking to meet in the middle with this particular person. And in some cases you may have to slide your way past them. And I'm not saying like, I don't want to use the word manipulation, but it's sort of like you may have to, in some senses, slide your way past them with some form of ingenuity. I'm saying, right? That's what I'm saying, to get to the yes. Like, you may need to do this because this person's, in some cases, people have picked the pile. This person is very much stuck in a lot of distorted perspectives, and you're kind of frustrated and disappointed because you keep on bumping up against them and you want to get to the yes. So I'm hearing in some cases this may be, and this is only like some, not everyone, but it may be you want to marry somebody, but you keep on running into their family or some sort of distorted, like you just keep on. I get this image of a car trying to start, and then you just kind of, you get stuck on this log, stuck on this log, stuck on this log. You try and move forward, and it's like, and I hear, okay, how do you get past this log to the yes? When it should, I'm hearing when it should be a yes. I hear in a lot of cases it should be 72% of cases. I don't know why I got 72%, but it should be a yes. But it's sort of like you keep on going on this break, and I'm hearing, okay, how do you make it a yes in the cases where it should be a yes? Okay, I'm hearing, although it's painful, try and make this situation easier for yourself by seeing their perspectives. And I'm not saying necessarily agree with perspective, because they could very well be wrong. That's true. Some people are stupid and they're wrong. That's just the reality. But I'm hearing, just try and get into the Hierophant's head, if you will, and try and figure out, okay, why are they being such an obstruction to you, and sort of figuring out, um, okay, how am I going to slide around this situation to the yes? How am I going to do that? And then figuring out, okay, why am I, what, and then also hearing another situation, why am I really butting heads against this person? And is there a way not to butt heads against this person so I can get to the yes? And I'm hearing in some cases even the obstruction may appear to be outside, but it's actually within yourself. So it's a reflection of something, and it may seem to be the other person, and in a way it is the other person. But I'm hearing that once you change your perspective, they will magically, the obstacles I'm hearing will magically disappear, and the the car will move forward. The car will move forward. You'll be able to move forward. Uh, Smooth sailing will ensue once you've figured out. It's like almost like this person. This is what I'm hearing. Like they can become this particular person or this sort of energy that's blocking you. They can become whatever is in your head, and that's a funny thing to say, right? That sounds like a funny thing to say, right? They can become whatever's in your head. But I'm hearing move around the architecture of your mind and experiment with seeing them differently, seeing the abstraction differently, to see if doing that will will melt it away. And I'm hearing talk to your guides, do some automatic writing. I'm hearing just write down and see. I hear just write down in a book, maybe 4 to 7 pages of writing. Put yourself in a meditative state and see if through that way you can change your perspective about it, and if the obstruction will magically disappear because you've reintegrated a different perspective, and then you can move beyond it. And I'm hearing in the cases of the no, okay, you don't really want this person's situation anyway. In the cases, so yeah, and like the 28% chance that it's a no, 28% chance, it's like you don't want this. I'm hearing you. I hear this nodding. You don't want it anyway. In 28% of the chance, that 28% of the cases, I'm hearing it's not an energy that you really want to get into. I hear, but that's only for 28% of cases. 72% of the cases, it's sort of like it requires sort of some sort of ingenuity, like I described, to get to the yes. So I hope that made sense. That's all I get for pile number 5. I hope you I hope you enjoyed that reading, and you can check out. I've got other yes and no readings in the playlist as well. So I hope you enjoy those as well. Bye bye.